Okay. Welcome to Hashtag All Podcasts Matter presents
Just a regular ass movie review.
this week.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're doing, so you're gonna surprise me.
Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
It's not Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's Ralph Breaks the Internet because Ralph Breaks the Internet sounded way better.
That's how you know this movie was fucked off to begin with.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't called Ralph Breaks the Internet, which it really should have been.
Yeah.
Because we all like alliteration. Who doesn't? Tweet me if you don't like alliteration.
Well, it was Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, but they wanted to be so cool. You know, breaks the internet is the thing. Like, no. We know. But we would have got it just the same if you said Ralph Breaks the Internet.
This movie tries to be a thing. Like, the whole movie is...
It tries to be a lot of things. And it couldn't focus on one. And then they make you start to think about shit, and then when you start to think about shit, it really gets... There's a thing with Vanellope, and I always thought her name was Penelope.
Me too. I noticed like 45 minutes into the movie, I'm like, Vanilla? Okay, alright.
Vanellope's, they're talking, looking at the scars, Vanellope's like, you know we're just ones and zeros and shit like that. I was like, wait. So you guys are sentient, but you know you're just a fucking video game. And then you have an existential crisis all through the video game, all through the movie.
I'm like, don't even put lines in the movie like that. I don't want to think about that.
Oh, they make you, and then everything's dumb.
Everything is dumb.
Yeah. We saw Wreck-It Ralph 2, fine. Fuck it. Nope, they don't get that bad name. And you told me this isn't Pixar.
No, it's just regular, no prestige at all Disney.
Oh, yeah. And this is...
Sorry to insult Disney like that, but I just feel like...
No, this is... Yeah, you're right. This is white Disney.
I just feel like they don't have any...
Not Marvel Disney, not Pixar Disney, not people of color Disney, just white Disney.
Just regular ass, just plain Jane Disney.
Yeah. You know, the cute girl that, you know, you smash and everything like that, but she's just average. Her name's Ashley. You know. Sorry to all Ashleys out there. That's a very common name.
Ashley, I hope you're still listening to the show.
I say Becky, so I mean, this is Ashley. This is Ashley. Ashley Disney. This is Ashley Disney. This is your Snow White. This is your Sleeping Beauty. The same story. You know, this isn't like the sauce of Frozen or Coco. God damn, I can't say the shit.
Since this movie had nothing going for it, is what you're saying.
Bro, it was just Ashley Disney, bro. You know, Cars 3, Disney. Yeah, just Ashley.
Damn. It is. I never seen that movie, but I feel like it's on the same.
That's the only Cars that I've seen.
I was embarrassed to see this movie.
Yeah. No. Because I like Wreck-It Ralph, the first one.
No, that's the thing is it felt like such a fall from grace. Mm-hmm. And it's not like that movie was the greatest movie in the world, but it has a lot of things going for it.
It was fun. It was, what if video games were sentient? And then there was like, what if video games sentient? And they had the same fucked up insecurities that we have. Like, whoa, Disney! Now you're dabbling into mental health, and we don't need that shit. First of all, if you dabble into mental health, you gotta do it like others do. You start with autism, all right? You start with the fastball autism, all right? Everybody does it. Autism is easy to do, right?
It's pretty trendy. It's easily approachable. Mm-hmm. Everybody likes it.
Everybody's experienced it.
It's super fun in pop culture. Wait, that just means you know a lot of facts, right? And you just reference pop culture.
Exactly.
Right.
And then every time they do autism, they dispel the myth of autism. Everybody thinks autism is kicking and screaming. It's like, no, that's not it. Sometimes people are just autistic. Like, I think that Sheldon from what's the name? He's autistic.
Big Bang Theory?
Yeah. That motherfucker's autistic.
I think that show was terrible.
Jim Parsons. He's not in real life. Sometimes he does look. Sometimes he's a little bit too Sheldon when he's not Sheldon. But yeah, like, they made a whole show about Sheldon being young. White people love that show. People get mad when I say them show is trash.
That show is it's nerd blackface.
What do I laugh at? I every time when they catch me laughing. It's a real good laugh, though, when they actually catch me laughing on the show. I'm like, ha ha! Damn. Somebody saw that.
You're embarrassed?
Actually, the only people that, like, I think me and you are the only people that don't like that show.
Other people don't like it.
And, like, real motherfuckers that can actually name dude's name that makes the show. It's like, well, all his shows are trash. And I'm like, who? The nigga that, I don't know his name, but I guess every show he does, it's like, no, like, if you don't like that, you don't like any of his shows. Yeah.
Maybe that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, though.
Exactly. When they say his name, I was like, yeah, him. Yeah, that guy's trash. Fuck him.
I'm like, oh.
He's like Bryan Singer. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So the movie opens with Ralph and Penelope just in the hub having a good hangout.
Mm-hmm.
It's super age appropriate that a grown man has a little girl best friend.
Mm-hmm. Again, that's one like. A little child. Remember, these people are never going to grow old, never going to do anything, so they were going to do the same shit every day, but they're sentient. Remember, they have memories and feelings and shit like that. Every time Ralph gets thrown away. Remember, Ralph was a manic depressant. No, he was just depressed. He was chronically depressed because he was a bad guy since the 80s.
And that's a long time. Because it's currently 2018.
Yeah, and then everybody shot on him. And they were sitting. So everybody that was sentient in his game are just dicks. He lived in the pile of bricks.
We see everything is in the arcade. It's just going great, I guess.
Arcades are still a thing in 2018?
This is an alternate universe because this is a retro arcade, but it's still doing pretty well. It has stuff like Virtua Cop. Do you remember that game?
Whew.
The police brutality simulator.
They got Rodney's Ride from what's that? Don't Be a Menace.
So yeah, basically.
Vanellope's the Sugar Rush is still a game. Well, I'm not mad at that. 6 years later though.
Yeah, you're right. It's somehow still there. This is probably a nickel arcade.
It's probably one of them white neighborhoods, like where like people still go outside. Like Stranger Things. Okay. One of those neighborhoods.
Okay, let's just pretend it's still the 80s somehow.
No. It's still that neighborhood. It's just the upside down didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's still safe for your kids to go outside.
Yeah, that shit. Okay. But every other year, there's some kind of horror arrangement crime by somebody. That, we just thought he was a little weird.
Collecting all those raccoon pelts was pretty normal back then.
He just danced in his garage.
And Vanellope asked Ralph, "Don't you ever want anything more out of life?" He's like, "No.
I'm happy. All I need in life is you. Fucking prepubescent child that's a hell of a racer. Hell of a fucking racer. Who has a superpower. And, that's all I wanted in life was a friend.
And drink root beer." I mean, I get it. I guess I get it because by comparison, his life was pretty horrible before he had a single friend.
He didn't have any fucking friends. And Felix was a dick, and he's supposed to be a great person.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, fine. One friend that really loved him. All right, fine. All right. Okay, fine. All right, I'll let that one slide. Go ahead.
Well, upon repeating it, it just... I'm like, okay, Ralph, maybe you had a point.
And he's a little slow, so... You can... Whoo! I was... Yeah. Oh, man.
Penelope... Kudos.
That buddy is just the show.
Yeah. Would have got canceled. Yeah. Pat yourself. Go ahead, pat yourself on the back.
I know. I mean, I caught that shit, bro. That was an amazing catch. Yeah, that was old belt.
I know. You ran up the wall.
That'll give me a Head and Shoulders commercial.
So Ralph is like, well, what kind of things would you like to maybe like spice up life somehow? Would you like maybe like a new track in your game?
And she was like, she was complaining. She knows the track, all right? Apparently, they have concept. They have a concept of time also. So she's played the track 1,000 times, and she's sentient, so she can turn the wheel and shit. But whatever. And so Ralph, he was like, "Well, I'm gonna go into your video game during open hours, and then make a new track." And kids in 2018 was like, "Is this a new DLC?" No one, cared.
Yeah, I was also wondering how could Vanellope move the steering wheel while the kids are playing, and the answer was yes, which is also kind of horrifying.
And that little girl was strong as shit.
She was incredibly strong because she broke the steering wheel.
So Vanellope, Ralph makes a detour with his fist because he can punch shit with his big ass giant hands. And Vanellope's having a great time on the new track, but the other little girl wants to win really bad because I guess you get a free race or some shit like that. She should have double pat the gas and did a backflip. Cruising USA. I said it twice.
That's Cruising USA reference.
Yeah. And then the steering wheel breaks, and Vanellope's awesomely happy. She had some fun. It was thing, and it was good. But
everything is great for this moment in time until they find out the steering wheel breaks. The little girl tells the arcade owner, Mr. Litwack, that, "Oops, I'm sorry, I broke it."
And she looked like anybody that has ever broken something. I was like, man, I hope you don't make me pay for this shit.
She did have that look on her face. And he's like, well, I guess we're going to have to...
Well, no, first he's like, well, shit, I would buy... everybody in the game's like, we'll just get a new one. And he was like, well, I would, but the company that made this game went out of business because no one plays arcade games anymore unless you're a drunken adult or in Vegas
or in another country that isn't America.
Mm-hmm. Why hasn't Time Cop came out on like real games though? System.
I had it on PS2 for a little bit.
Yeah, but it's like all y'all have to do is just
and you press the button instead of ducking. It's not as fun at all.
Oh, I thought the story was. We don't care about the story. You'd have to have hella quarters to beat one a game.
Well, that's the point. It costs $55 to beat Time Cop. I beat the X-Men arcade game for like $20 at a nickel arcade. I just kept doing my power up with the Colossus.
Yep. Did I ever tell you about the
laser claws? Laser claws.
You should calm the fuck down.
Laser claws.
Cole.
That's where I get it from.
Did I ever tell you about that one time picket fences in Concord?
No.
Alright, I think they're still under investigation, so I can't tell you that. Shout out to Chris, Barry, Martin, BG, I think BG was there.
Man, you're about to get Takashi.
Hey, hate him all you want to. That RICO charge is bullshit. I don't wish that on anybody, motherfucking RICO charge. Again, that is terrible. He might get out, but he's gonna have to take a plea deal. Anyway, sorry. Where are we?
Oh, so the steering wheel is broken, and the arcade owner says, "Well, it looks like we're probably not gonna be able to replace it because the company's gone out of business." But the children quickly find out that we can find one on.
The children who knows what a cell phone is.
Quickly look up.
All of them pull out their iPhones.
You can find one on Electronic Bay. It's like $200.
Yeah, he was like, "That's more than this game makes in a year." I was like, "Really? Why don't it cost $4? No, it don't, nigga. Because it costs 4 tokens to play. It only costs 1 token. He's not even whooping these kids. It should at least cost 50 cents to play the game. It's a driving game.
It should, and also this arcade ain't making any money, I guess.
Exactly. I guess he lives there.
He lives there. He eats the pizza. Mm-hmm. Well, if you think about it, he's probably selling Xboxes for 40 million tickets. Think about that markup.
An Xbox 360 though.
Xbox 360, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have a Dreamcast in there, which I would. Yeah, I'm like, hey, wait, what games do you have? Go?
wait, you got Sonic Adventure and Crazy Taxi?
Yeah.
How many tickets you want? All right,
I'll be back. So then he has to unplug the game, and then we see everybody evacuating the game and into the game hub, the power strip.
And I'm like, wait a minute, movie? Are you trying to make some sort of social commentary about refugees right now?
Bruh.
Because you know what Wreck-It Ralph doesn't need? It's social commentary about refugees.
Oh, you know what it has? A social commentary about everything in this motherfucker.
I'm like, movie. Pick which you want to be and say in 1 or 2 lanes.
Okay, okay. I know you want to make movies that adults will be a joy to see, and that's cool. We enjoyed the first one because, again, if I don't have kids and I see this movie, I'm either Tekashi 6ix9ine or an adult that loves children movie. See, I just dissed him too.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I feel like the movie tries to be both and fails horribly at both.
Well, no, they because remember, like, I love the first 2 Despicable Me's because they had adult jokes in there and the minions were fucking cute and they weren't that annoying yet. That's all you need. Once you start making the 3rd movie, I'm fine with that, but I know you just want money. That's cool. You give me 1 and 2 are good, and then you just start raking in with the cast. And that's fine.
No, that's the rule pretty much for any movie.
Yeah.
You can fall asleep at the wheel after the 2nd one.
Yeah.
Because you establish you're a great franchise, and now you can just drive drunk the rest of the way. You're fine.
Look here, Resident Evil. I think maybe the first 2 Ice Ages were good.
Terminators.
The first 2 Shreks. You don't like them, but they were good.
I'll give it to you. Ninja Turtles.
Once you start making 3, 4, or 5, you're either a porno or horror movie, or you're just trying to make money.
Jurassic Parks. Hey, you're probably the worst franchise that ever existed.
I'm pretty sure they
after the first 2. I'm probably the biggest dive.
Was 2 good?
No.
All right.
Okay.
2 was San Diego, right? I think 3 was better than 2. Even though they had Alan.
It's better because it's 90 minutes instead of 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Also, they made 2 twice. and called it 2. Twice.
That movie is Jurassic Park's or some confusing shit.
Bro, Jurassic Park 2, San Diego. Jurassic World 2, Bay Area. Same fucking movie. Like, they didn't learn from San Diego. Nothing could go wrong. This time we have bigger guns and eviler people.
But this time, the world is somehow going to be taken over by 40 dinosaurs. It's the end of humanity.
Like, dinosaurs just hunting and fucking.
Yep, because they're immune to shotguns to the face.
If somebody would have said, "Oh, we spliced their DNA with rabbit," then I'm like, "Oh shit, we're fucked." Or mice, because mice and rabbits be fucking.
They sure do.
Yes.
No condom.
No. Nice. What are we, 10 minutes into the movie?
So basically, there's a refugee crisis. People who lived in Sugar Rush are now homeless and have to find other games to live in. Another problem with this movie is that it doesn't really use characters previously established in the first 2 movies. I mean,
bro,
in the first movie.
They had Jane Lynch in this movie for no reason.
How can you waste national treasure Jane Lynch?
Bro, I know her fucking name. And
I know.
I've never seen an episode of Glee. I was about to say Gleech because that mixtape was fire. Shout out to Fat Trail.
Wow, what a reference.
Did you ever hear the Gleech mixtape?
No.
I'll show you the album cover.
Okay.
And then you'll be like, oh, okay. Sick as a fool. Anyway, Fat Trail was dope. Slutty Boy Gang.
But, you know, as Fix It Felix is now betrothed to Jane Lynch's character, who was like a Gears of War parody. And
anime stacked.
And they decide to adopt the Sugar Rush Racers, and that's like a joke, I guess.
Yeah. At the end, that was a good joke.
No, the joke at the end was good. I'll admit that.
Niggas was like, and so.
Oh yeah, then this is when Mr. Litwack, the arcade owner, gets Wi-Fi.
Yeah. All right, and so Ralph is like, well, I don't want you, he wants to make his friend happy. His whole thing is making his fucking friend happy because he'll go to the ends of the world to make his friend happy.
He'll do anything. He'll cook meth. He'll murder somebody. He'll bury the body. He'll do literally anything.
He's actually a great friend to have, but you got to talk to him about your fucking dreams and shit like that.
But you got to let it. He's kind of like a Wishmaster. Like, you got to let him know specifically like what you want and how you want it.
Ralph's a little.
He's like, listen, I want this sandwich, but listen, I don't want to catch a body over it.
Look, I'm just saying, Ralph may have an extra chromosome.
Extra zeros and ones?
Yeah. It might have been a 2 in Ralph's program. All right, I'm just saying. Anywho. So, Ralph is getting drunk with King Felix at the tavern. Okay. So they're getting drunk, and then Ralph gets the idea to go to eBay and do the thing itself. The tavern guy says, Ralph, you still owe me. You still owe me my tab. He said Felix is going to pick up the tab. There's a concept of money in this shit.
How do you earn money?
Exactly. There's a concept of money, though. Shit costs in shit. There's a concept of money. When you build a whole universe, make sure you better J.K. Rowling this shit. Dot all your I's and T's, all right? She didn't spend fucking 10 years in being poor to make $1 billion for y'all motherfuckers to come sue her, all right? She had her fucking receipts. She had a room full of receipts. I told you.
You did, and that was a good story. But what you're saying is that I don't like lazy universe making because I don't want to think about small things like this.
Exactly.
Also, when you start thinking about small things like this, it means you're not entertained.
Exactly. And then it's when you pull on the shred of a sweater that's shit like that's crocheted. Like, who fucking crochets a sweater? Sorry,
Gordon Gartrell.
Yeah. When you pull that shit and all the threads coming out, this is one of the threads.
It is.
So Ralph wakes up Vanellope in the brickyard.
Also, Felix said he's gonna cover for Ralph while he's gone, and I thought that was gonna be some sort of wacky joke later of him filling in his place in the game, but we never see that joke. Nothing ever comes of
it. Okay.
So yeah, then now that there's Wi-Fi.
Also they were playing Tron, and somehow Tron got a fucking virus.
Which was kind of a useless joke, just to explain the end of the movie.
Yeah, but somehow Tron got a fucking virus.
Which, when you say it like that, doesn't make any kind of sense.
Because there wasn't even what?
Like, how could that even work?
Was it a dirty quarter? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, Wi-Fi wouldn't have any effect on Tron.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
It's like getting the virus on your fucking, that one Apple.
Your T89 got a virus?
Yeah, the one Apple with a handle. I'm not talking about the G4. I think the old one you used to only play Tetris on, the floppy disk that you had to play like maybe had Oregon Trail in that bitch.
With the green screen?
No.
The literal floppy disk.
Yeah. No, not with the floppy one, bro. With the hard floppy disk.
Okay, I'm not talking about
that one, nigga. you used to push in and out and play with that some bitch.
I finished my typing class early. I'm gonna play some Oregon Trail, and then I would laugh at the dumb kids. I'm playing Oregon.
The dumb kid. See, being a nerd back in our day was better. We weren't getting stuffed in the fucking locker. Hey, movies had me fucking scared. Like when I thought I was going to high school, I was like, we get stuffed in the fucking locker. We didn't even use our lockers in high school.
No, we didn't.
That shit was like how halfway across campus and shit. Like, no, I'll just get a D. Fuck that.
I'll just herniate myself carrying these books. It's fine.
Yeah. Sorry. So Ralph goes waits up Vanilla be like, hey, let's just go to the fucking internet. How hard could it be? Might make a movie out of it.
And you know what? I just feel like this movie's going to be a 2-hour adventure. Which is also a problem for this movie. Because the first one was 90 minutes. And don't worry.
Was the first one Pixar?
No.
Oh. So Disney can make good shit, but...
They can. I just feel like this was...
So Brave is Pixar.
Yeah.
So they was making fun of Brave being in for the other studio when all they did was make hot shit.
That was fucked up. You thought that was a fucked up joke, right?
No, it was a great joke.
I'm like, oh, that's from the other studio. I'm like, come on. I mean, they're making better stuff than you. Come on.
Moana and Coco.
Those are great movies.
They're the best fucking three-dimensional movies they ever fucking made. Where are we?
So they get to the internet, and there's a certain joke that I'm expecting, and I'm like, kind of wondering which of us is gonna make
porn.
it first.
There's no internet porn. There's no hint of internet porn. No escort. Oh, they did one escort thing at the beginning. No porn.
There would be a lot more pornography if you're just flying through the internet,
bro.
There'd be lots of hubs. There'd be lots of other tubes. There would be.
They could have made one glancing joke. I hope there's like one glancing joke in there, like red tube over the back or some shit like that. Like something like red tube would be the greatest joke because kids won't know about it, and it's not that big of a thing, and it doesn't have like porn in the thing. Maybe X's answer, but then X is still a thing.
So basically, that's the joke I was expecting. Thank you.
So they go through the Wi-Fi and it shows them traveling through at the speed of dial-up.
It looks like Ghost Rider. It looks terrible. I'm like, movie, you're really gonna be 2 hours, aren't
you? They showed them going to the thing, and I'm like, this thing has the Wi-Fi.
I'm like, can you speed it up a little?
Yeah, that was faster than the fucking speed of light. Anyway,
so they get to eBay and
no, they get to XGs. But I guess that's not a thing anymore.
No, it sure is not. It was weird because at first I thought they couldn't use Google, but I'm like, why would we just use Google when it's later prominently placed in the film?
A few fucking times. Anyway, so he gets to Axe Hub, and that thing was cute, I guess.
It's kind of a funny joke.
Mm-hmm.
They said Jaleel White, and I'm like, I know who that is. That's Urkel. That's a reference to my childhood.
And so they ask where eBay is, and then there's a bunch of cars and block people heads and shit like that. Whatever.
It's weird how they interpret. There's avatars of people walking around who are just people using the internet. I didn't need that.
And I didn't need it at all because anyway,
it's just something that makes cheap jokes and some applied device to move the movie along. Would have made it shorter without it, but okay.
Could have just made a whole movie. Y'all could have just did something about online gaming, and then that's the perils. Period. Shit like that.
They should have dialed it back just a little. I made it about online gaming. That would have been a better movie, a simpler film as well.
They could have made the movie about Wreck-It Ralph being DLC or some shit like that, or downloading Wreck-It Ralph to your Xbox or PlayStation as the game and shit like that. They could have did all that shit, bro.
And him having to deal with challenging new environments and how to stay relevant amongst changing game atmosphere. Yeah. Damn, we just made a better film.
We do it all the time. I don't know if we're getting 3 out of this shit because at They keep a video game thing.
Also, that's another thing that didn't work for me is the fact you can't just keep referencing Sonic and like Street Fighter, and still have that be like entertaining.
And like nobody knows who fucking Zangief is.
You don't know who Zangief is?
So no one knows who Zangief is. I know who fucking Zangief is, but y'all could have had Ryu and Ken. Y'all act like y'all couldn't afford Ryu and Ken, nigga.
They're just in the background. I don't know why Zangief is so prominently placed.
Because he was in the first. He had a speaking role in the first one.
He's like, I want more money this time.
Again. So they get to eBay, and then they're searching through eBay, which is very easy to find. I like the lingerie joke because that's how I pronounce it because I'm 5. And they bid on the steering wheel, but they're at an actual auction, and so they don't know what the concept of real money is, even though money is a concept. Value is a concept.
Yes, and you're right. There's an inaccuracy because Ralph clearly knows the concept of currency, which is explained earlier in the film. Mm-hmm. And he likes his mixtapes.
Yeah.
But eBay doesn't work that way. You just can't keep bidding the max amount, like against yourself. If there's another person bidding and you bid $12, they bid $12 and you bid $14, you don't just keep bidding up and up and up. It just stays at $14 unless somebody else bids.
Everybody's so lazy. So lazy. Shout out to Cole. He's in this episode this time.
Yeah, he's in the bathroom. I'm going to pause it.
No! We're rocking. We're rocking. This is potting while kids. Just bang on the door and tell him to be quiet.
I think he had the poop.
Yeah. It means you gotta edit it if you fucking do. You gotta edit the video.
You really know how to speak to me, dude. It's 2 more clicks for you, King.
2 whole clicks.
I know how you feel about that.
See, not
because one time we flew across the country because that'd be 3 or 4 phone calls.
Biggie. And people really don't understand that shit.
That's just added stress. But if the story this way is we flew across the country to hang out with our Twitter friends and watch Infinity War.
Yeah.
Good. And that sounds like a baller thing to do.
It is baller. I will actually want to do it again next year.
I know.
For Infinity Wars. Like, oh, Big, you gonna go see Infinity War? Yeah, I'm gonna go see it in Baltimore though.
Why? It's a long story. I'll tell you about it.
Yeah, one day. Actually, get on that. Let's do that.
I'll set it up.
Let's meet in Nebraska though. Let's meet halfway. Let's just meet somewhere different.
It's just a thing we do every year for one more movie.
No, we should meet in Albuquerque.
That's a good idea.
Like, hey, our Airbnb was only $2. You can get a whole lobster for 5 nickels. Like, nigga, this ain't Thailand.
Is 1965 there?
Yeah. I mean, but not that 1965.
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's not Green Book.
Oh, we should have saw that instead. No. This has been funnier. We'd have just enjoyed that and stood up at the end.
No, I saw it. It's a touching tale about racism.
Mm-hmm. I heard Viggo Mortensen said nigga.
No, he didn't.
No. Like during like a press party.
He said it?
Yeah.
Did he say it with an A?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never saw the video, but people were outraged about it. It's like, oh, I can't believe he said that. And I was like, all right, y'all can be mad if you want to. I'm still seeing this fucking movie because Mahershala Ali's in that bitch.
From Oakland. He's born in Oakland.
Just because you're born in Oakland, don't mean you're from Oakland.
Okay, let me correct myself. I stand corrected.
He claims Hayward. I think went to Hayward. Tennyson or some shit like that.
Anyway, so Ralph, they go to check out for the item and Ralph can't pay because he's now surprised by the concept of currency. Mm-hmm. The plot starts here. They're wandering through the internet, wondering how they can get.
So now they have 24 hours to pay for their eBay item,
which isn't how eBay works.
Tell them how eBay works.
As well, they give you 3 days to pay, and after that, you get an alert from an unpaid item alert, and then it gives you a few days to work it out between the buyer and the seller. Because eBay still wants you to pay the fees. They're not going to just cancel the item after the first day.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure somebody offered $2,000, $20,000 for that some bitch.
They're going to give you some time to pay.
Like,
That's like $2,000 in fees right there. And that's how eBay keeps the doors open.
Yeah.
So this movie has the concept of pop-up ads, which is the equivalent of just people spinning street signs.
Mm-hmm. And so they run up. Some pop-up ad was like, "You guys want to make money playing video games?" And if this is how making money playing video games work, I'd do that shit. I always thought it was a fucking scam. Is that how those scams work?
That does exist.
Yeah,
pretty much just like that. Yeah.
Oh shit! I need to start doing these pop-ups. What the fuck? Are all these pop-ups real? Is there a 10-inch dick pill? I'm asking for a friend. See what happens when you don't write shit? This shit comes up, baby.
Well, congratulations. I did write that joke.
10-inch dick pill?
Well, I wrote 9-inch dick pill. I was trying to be a little more realistic. My imagination's a little more grounded.
Man, I need that 10-inch dick pill so I can shrink.
That's a joke that I was gonna make, and I'm like, is it really in my character to make a smaller penis joke? I was having an existential crisis.
You feel how I feel when I tell jokes that might get us in trouble. With somebody I don't know, we're not big enough to get in trouble yet. Man, I can't wait till we're big enough to get in trouble. Man, nigga, what?
Sometimes I'm surprised people listen to this show.
Bruh, the biggest surprise this week. I was like, wait, my show? I was like, which show is that?
Anyway, so now that Ralph and Penelope have taken this job, they're going to become loot finders and find rare video game items and sell it for real life currency, which is a thing that exists in real life.
Yeah, I believe that shit. How do you just transfer that shit? I don't think that exists. Like, that probably started in Warcraft, huh?
It's most popular in Warcraft.
Yeah. Go quest and shit like that. I don't imagine you can do that with Red Dead or some shit like that.
So most of the items are pretty small, but then they ask for a high ticket item, so they can just pay for the item and have the plot of the movie. And the movie tells us that it's a rare car from this game that looks like Twisted Metal. Remember Twisted Metal? Twisted
Metal GTA and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so they get there. They immediately find out where the car is because this movie is only going to be 2 hours. They got to speed it some shit up, right? There's a shark that comes out of the sewer and eats a dog. I don't know what it would do to an actual car. Anyway. So we see that...
somebody was really proud of that joke.
Yeah.
They're like, a shark should come out of the sewer and then it'll eat a dog.
Could have said Jocelyn, maybe.
That would have been something.
It's just for you. And Vin Diesel. So they see two regular players going in there trying to steal the car, but then they get torched alive. And then because Ralph and Penelope are sentient, Ralph gets scared at dying. And Penelope's like, nope, I'm down with the shit because that car looks amazing.
But they do explain the rules that if they die here, then they'll die in IRL, which means in real life.
Yeah, in real life, but
in video game life.
Which,
really? Yeah, I don't know if death has the same concept if you're not alive.
They should have showed one person actually dying and shit like that. Maybe a reference to an old video game that doesn't get played anymore.
Like Tron, maybe. Yeah, you're right. They would have shown that it has like real.
Because y'all established currency, the meaning of currency on accident.
You're right. I need to have this movie have some gravitas and weight. And weight.
So then we
some mise en scène, if you will.
Nice. I don't know what that means.
I used it in the wrong context.
Yeah, probably.
It's not the right context at all.
But chicken from Cow and Chicken.
But
you dig it.
It is a complex film word.
Oh.
So hey, there's that.
Yeah.
I know about film.
Yeah. Hey. You also know. I need a piece of paper. I'll tell you that joke later. Can I write on this? Go ahead.
So basically, they get in the car. Ralph and Penelope have a plot to steal this rare item, and we engage in a wacky, zany chase sequence that lasts kind of too long.
Yeah, this movie it made me feel like Ready Player One.
It did feel like Ready Player One. I'm glad you thought the same shit, because it was just as unamusing.
I would say that on the fucking thing. Burn that.
So anyway, they get to the end of the chase and they almost make it out of the game, but they get caught by
this sultry Latina looking character. Did you get that?
Named Shank.
Did you? Somehow I feel like they were in L.A. That's where all post-apocalyptic gang gang stories start because LA is the worst place in the world. It just looked like LA was, at a riot, any riot. And so this sultry Latina lady comes up and starts talking, and I'm like, why the fuck is Gal Gadot in the Latina body? No one got mad at this.
Maybe they should have, because that was Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Gadot.
Gadot. Say the shit right, all right? You cannot like her politics, but she's beautiful. She can beat your ass.
That was just too far. I don't feel like she would. She'd probably be a nice person.
She's a nice person unless she's Palestinian.
Yep, you're right about that.
I shouldn't make that joke. I really like her. All right.
Alan Tudyk.
Well, that was Gal Gadot, right?
He has nose more. I had to look it up. Yeah, that is Shrek.
Yeah, I know her voice.
Taraji P. Henson is also in this movie. I didn't know that.
They've been pushing her as part of the movie.
I don't see commercials.
How not?
I don't have television.
I don't either. I don't watch TV.
How'd you know that?
The Twitter.
Oh, all right. I've actually been on Twitter too.
I think I'm gonna. Ooh, this is gonna take a long. So she was like, "Well, you can't steal my car, even though you have sick driving moves, and that might come in the story later on. Might even ruin your friendship. But anyway, there's one way to get it, and that's become going viral. So let's do something really silly and record it, and then you can go get your money at BuzzTube."
Yeah, do something wacky, Ralph, and then I'll record it and put it on the interwebs. Mm-hmm. And then you go talk to my friend, Yes. She works in the social medias.
This sounds like an old person at Disney explaining how shit currency, microtransaction works on the internet.
It really does. It sounds really dumb. And for have this to be the core of your film, who is this for? It's not for me.
Nigga. Anyway.
And let me just tell you that there were three or four badass children that kept running in front of me and falling down. I'm like, first of all, somebody can get your badass kids because respect this house. Respect it.
Did you go with Cole?
I'm trying to watch a movie. No, as an adult alone. But if Cole was there, he'd be much more better behaved.
Did you have a leave a movie because you wouldn't sit down?
Teach your children some goddamn civility at the movies. And yes, I left because he wasn't being civil. I respected the movies.
He says, the last time I tell you about anything I do with myself. We talk when we're not on the air. I literally call him after every movie I watch. Or I call him when something is wrong with me on Twitter. When I'm having problems with Twitter. Like my relationship with Twitter is bad. I was like, hey, bro. Let me talk to you. Am I wrong? And he was like, look here. You're right, but you can't say that. That's usually his answer.
Yeah, we support each other through a lot of tough times.
Or yeah, you're right, but that's not your argument. those are the two.
You're right, but just, you know what? You didn't need to say anything.
That's it. He's like, nigga, that ain't your fight. You are not a white male. Don't be a white male. All right.
So Ralph's video becomes very popular, and it's not funny at all. Mm-hmm. But I guess that could be said about a lot of videos that are popular on the internet.
But it was I think, well, this is funny because somebody actually rendered Ralph doing it, and real people saw that.
I did notice that when they showed people watching it in real life, which happens way too often and like pads the runtime of the film even more, but there was a black person who used the curl sponge.
I guess you would see that.
I did. And I'm like,
why'd you give him your curl sponge treatment?
I do it sometimes. My hair's not long enough yet.
No, it is long enough. You gotta do it.
It takes a lot of effort.
Hey, look here. There's a guy with no hairline, bro.
I still have it.
Yeah.
I do it sometimes.
I'm just saying, bro. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You can just be at work bothering white people doing it. I was talking to him.
I don't like doing it at work because white people have way too many questions about my hair as it is. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? What is that? Is that magic? Can I touch it? What does it do? Mm-hmm. Can I look at it? What is that product you're putting in it? What is that you're doing now? Why do you carry that comb and the curl sponge? What is that? Mm-hmm. How do you get it to be like that? How do you make it just go straight up? Like, is it all stringy when you wake up like mine? Like lifeless?
Is it thin? You know, like, is your hair unhealthy because you treat it with a lot of chemicals and you've been dyed it 5,000 times?
Do you wash it every day?
You know the. All right.
Do you bathe like a chinchilla in volcanic ash?
So, Ralph learns that one video only makes you like $13, but if you go super duper viral, maybe 200 million, you can make $40,000. So they do a bunch of stupid videos, right? And then the engine, I guess the complex algorithm, Taraji P. Henson also has a heart of gold. So she tries to help Ralph make $40,000 on the internet.
Yes, because every social media is driven by a heart of gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
heart of gold algorithm. It's like, what is funny? What will make us money? Also, what is good for mankind? That's why you see that trash video everywhere. So they start making a bunch of stupid video. Ralph does all the challenge. He does all this stuff. He puts himself through shame just to help Vanellope get her game back and everything like that. Forget about that. And so then she starts.
I was gonna make a terrible joke, but just like you, I'm not gonna make it.
Good job.
I don't know. I've got to. You know what? I'm not gonna. You're right. I'm not gonna make that.
Yeah.
Taking a play from your book.
All right.
In fact, I'm gonna write it down.
All right. So they started making a bunch of videos. Then Yes starts sending out pop-up ads to get more likes because she's really on board with getting them this money. And so Vanellope is like, all right, I want to be a pop-up ad. Hold up. Vanellope's like, I want to be a pop-up ad. And so Ralph is like, but you got to stay next to me because it's not safe out there in the jungles of the internet. Because it really isn't. And so she's like, Ralph, I'll be okay. Sometimes you just need to let go. And that's the moral of the story we're going to get to in a very creepily manner. And so she gets down there, and so she ends up in Disney World. All right, now go ahead.
Okay, so now that we're in Disney World, the movie this features a series.
You could have said this joke.
I could have said that?
Yeah, let's go social commentary.
Oh, I guess we can say it because we're the victims of it. I'll say crime.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too late now. Man, what a world we live in.
That would have been. So you like Ralph did a bunch of videos. He had the hot powder challenge. They put his face on his goat.
Ralph gets shot by the police.
That was a terrible joke. You shouldn't have made that joke.
You advised different. So Disney goes to this We Love Disney site.
You should have said he was barbecue in the park and some white lady called the police on him.
Oh, that would have been great. This movie would have really said something.
Yeah. Whew. All right. Oh, she told him to speak English in her country.
Vanellope has her own adventure with various Disney and Marvel properties.
Oh, wait.
Which is about 45 minutes of the movie.
She's running around and she's trying to get pop-ups, being very aggressive and annoying. There's a Stan Lee cameo. No, there's a bot that looks like Stan Lee. Fuck you for the Stan. It's too soon. And then she's being chased by stormtroopers, which is funny because they had the music and everything like that, and they couldn't find her.
We see Groot and we see.
That was funny too, because they dropped the real nerd question: is Groot part of the Tree of Life?
Oh, that was a good question.
Yeah.
Also, it's a good parody of like real nerd ass questions that nerds ask at conventions. I'm like, you nerd ass nerd. No one cares.
Mm-hmm. And they be asking like, not everybody's Michael B. fucking Jordan. They be asking like characters like that just play these motherfuckers questions from the 408 universe. It's like in the alternate universe in the third dimension and everything. Spider-Man talks to Gwen one time, and then Peter Parker's mother comes back to tell him he shouldn't be talking to her. What do you think about that? Whoa, nigga! I am Tom Holland and I am British. All right. Somebody ask me that whole ass question.
Somebody escort this man out of here, please.
Exactly. Somebody escort this man into some pussy.
I heard the N word. Get him out of here.
Oh man, they really be asking those fucking questions, bro. Hey, shout out to Michael Roker for being a good guy. Because one guy that was a little special was trying to ask one of those questions, and Michael Roker was so ready to just fucking tear it to him, and then he realized he was a little special. He's like, all right, fine. That was like the best things I think.
I thought you were talking about Al Roker when he was introducing Goku during that Thanksgiving Day.
Saiyan, Super Saiyan.
And he had no idea what he was talking about.
Nope. How?
It was the best.
You're old and famous.
Imagine Goku, Super Saiyan. This showing off his super, what is this, powers?
Is this nigga in Marvel? Like, when did the movie come out? He thought it really was a Marvel movie coming out. That's what happens when you that's what happens when you try to jump nerd right into everybody. I don't know if the world was ready for the.
No, the world was not ready for that.
For the Goku float, they definitely weren't ready for the two women kissing on TV. They were mad about that shit.
Oh man, that personally, that ruined my Thanksgiving.
White people are mad.
I threw 2 turkeys away. Like right after I saw that, I'm like, Cole, you go to your fucking room.
You stand in the corner and you pray. 7 Hail Marys.
Just, you know what? Just smack yourself.
Wait, no.
No, wait. Don't do that. So Vanellope finds herself amongst a room with Disney princesses.
Mm-hmm. Snow White breaks the shoe over the tail and is about to stab her. Funny.
I'm like, wait a minute. Why were they about to kill her? I get the joke, but they were about to also kill the girl.
They would murder her.
They were.
Because you know they're fucked up, and then
also my favorite princesses don't get enough screen time. I'm offended.
Tiana didn't get, for all those white chicks in here, Tiana didn't get enough talking.
No, she didn't.
Moana, Mulan, yeah, but Tiana didn't get enough to talk about. So yeah, anyway, neither we have you almost on the fucking floor. That was the best part of the movie when the princess is there, man. So Vanellope comes in and she's like, I'm a princess too. And then they ask her a bunch of questions. Do you have long hair? Were you cursed? Were you kidnapped? And like scaring the shit out of Vanellope. And then it was like, something mother. And she was like, I don't have a mother. There's like, no, there's like something with your dad. And it's like, I don't even have a mother. And they go, neither do we. And then something about a man solving all your problems. That was a good joke.
You are a princess.
You are a princess. And then they were impressed that she gets to wear regular ass clothes and she's a princess. And then she hips them to, you can just be comfortable sometimes. And then they all have on like novelty tees that Disney is going to sell the fuck out of. That was the real merchandise, those t-shirts.
That's the whole reason they made this movie.
To sell all those t-shirts. And I'm going to collect all 20.
I'm getting a #Chinese shirt. I can
get
tell you that.
Nola's shirt. Whatever Brave said. Merida. I'm going to watch Brave again.
I've never seen it.
Brave is a really good movie.
I didn't like the character design.
I did. So.
Pixar isn't their weird pie faces.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see it. Meanwhile, Ralph discovers the true heart of the internet. Actually, he discovers that his last video is very close to getting the money that he needs. Mm-hmm. But he needs just a few more likes, and he just tries to get people to look at his videos more and pushes the avatars that way. Then he goes down to a dank hall and finds the worst part of the internet, the comments. Mm-hmm. And he reads like one bad comment, and he's pretty distressed.
He read a bunch of comments. They were all bad, and they weren't even real internet bad comments. They didn't use any slurs.
I know they weren't homophobic. They weren't racist. Which they would have been.
Mm-hmm. And and then they could have said Ralph looks so and so and so on. They wasn't. What is that called when you disable phobic?
Ableist.
Oh, my bad. A shitty person. There it is. Yeah. A terrible demon poop.
Demon seed?
No, poop. Don't, hey, demons. Hey, some demons go on to live perfectly good lives and shit like that. All right? They not their chance they were born. If you're demon poop, you're just demon excrement. They have doo-doo in their souls. Oh, that's my favorite South Park. Anyway. Where are we?
So basically... Meanwhile, the princess has told Penelope that you can find out your real purpose in life if you look into some water and sing a song.
Funny.
And that musical sequence that's too long.
Oh, she ends up back in the slaughter game, and then she has a singing
slaughter race.
And so she has a singing montage with Gal Gadot looking still Latina. Anyway. The shark sings about puppies, and she finds that her purpose is to race in this extremely violent game as a toddler.
Ralph calls Vanellope on the phone, on the holophone that they both have, which is kind of like a futuristic space pager, but it projects an image, and it falls off the dash of the slaughterhouse car when she's talking to Gal Gadot.
Gadot, I think it's her name right.
I thought it was.
Gadot. I said it 3 times.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
She's a beautiful, angelic person that has views that are shaped by her country. All right. Have you ever seen how beautiful she is?
I've seen her before.
All right, shut the fuck up. And she can fight. All right, she really can fight. She was the combat trainer.
Oh yeah.
In the Army.
I know that. Yeah. I've been on Twitter before. I told you about Twitter.
I would throw a drink in your fucking face. Deontay told me about Twitter. My Twitter's from fucking 2012, bro. So you told me about it?
Yeah.
You know that one recycling tweet that is how stages of Twitter get on long out, don't understand, leave for 2 years, come back and fall in love with it. The reason why everybody retweets that and everybody tries to steal that tweet is because it's fucking true. That's why everybody's Twitter says March 2017. I mean, it's 2012.
So during this phone call, Ralph overhears Vanellope telling Shank that living in this game is her dream, and she doesn't know how to break it to Ralph. Mm-hmm. That she doesn't want to do the same shit day in and day out.
Yeah, she wants more than just his friendship. And that's always the worst way to find out when you're just bought, when you just... I can't tell the joke. I can't spit it all out.
And Ralph feels bad because he just spent $27,000 to make his best friend's dream come true, and now she doesn't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then she doesn't think about the thousands and thousands of people that are losing her. Actually, yeah, I don't know what the game would be like without her. Anyway, so Ralph gets all sad, and so Ralph sees the sleazy guy, the pop-up block guy, and he's like, "Hey, you know where I can get a virus from?" And he was like, "Yeah." So you go down there and you see those ladies right there. You go to pay for their services, but then you pay extra not to wear this. So anyway, he was like, "Yeah, my cousin knows a guy. Just don't look at his mole on his arm or some shit like that." I hate that joke because no one ever explains what to not look at.
I hated the joke because, well, one, you're right, and two, it's an old ass joke. Mm-hmm. Three, that was really disgusting.
It's always, if you tell me, "Hey Vic, look here, don't look at this nigga's arm because there's a big ass fucking hairy ass mole on that shit and it's fucking disgusting and shit doesn't make you throw up. Just don't look at it." I'm prepared to go in there and I'll still look at it. I'm a terrible person. But if you vaguely tell me don't look at his little brother, how the fuck I know not to look at his little brother? There's a fucking tumor on his arm. And how does the fucking internet have a tumor?
Alright. Ralph has been his pop-up buddy. His pop-up buddy takes him to the dark web. Mm-hmm. You know, the place where you buy H and people trade in sex work is in the children's movie. Mm-hmm. This is where he buys a virus to throw into Slaughter Race.
That's fucking scary ass virus. With no money though!
Oh yeah, he didn't spend any money. He gets it for free.
That's how you know people just want to see the world burn.
And he's like, Ralph's like, "Don't worry, this isn't gonna hurt anybody, right?" He's like, "No, as long as you're not dumb and as long as you know what you're doing, you know what we're doing, and you're not dumb, right?" "Sure, I guess, whatever. I'm Ralph. I have good intentions."
And so Ralph goes in there and lets So, the virus, this is when they start doubling in on real life things and internet jargon. So the virus duplicates everybody's insecurities. So one of the insecurities in the Slaughter Race game was Penelope because she has a glitch. All the things start glitching. The thing gets rebooted, and then they go off, and then Ralph knows it's gonna be that bad. He tells Penelope, and Penelope's like, "I don't want to see you right now. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to see you around." But Ralph being extra chromosome, he was like, "Oh, she don't want to be my friend anymore." The virus gets out, sees Ralph, and then...
But very crucial to the plot, and probably the best joke in the movie, when Penelope throws half of his chain off...
No, the whole chain.
The whole chain off the balcony. Mm-hmm. I mean, the chain was pretty dope, second only to the Cash Money Millionaires. But when Ralph goes to get it, he sees the GeoCities beam, which would be on the bottom of the internet because GeoCities is dead. That was my favorite joke in the movie. GeoCities.
We were almost done, and you had to do a joke that not everybody's going to get. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I interrupted you.
No. We've been in here for like an hour. I'm trying to get through this whole movie. We still have to get to the creepy giant.
Well, we're almost there.
That's what I was trying to get there. Then we can downshift and make more jokes. Because we got all the jokes at the end of the movie. Because we're going to shit on this movie really hard. Like, it's almost going to be a fetish. You'd find this video on the dark web. I'll bet you we're going to shit on this movie.
Two reviews, one cup.
That was a good ass fucking joke. That is a good fucking joke. Man, you know what? And I'm not being shitty. That's a really good joke. 2 reviews, 1 cup. Now that's an obscure joke that not a lot of people are gonna get. All right.
Well, Vic, we've been doing this for 3 years.
No, I'm just saying you stopped me for that joke, all right?
We work together.
You stopped me for that fucking joke.
We work together.
I'm just saying. See, that came off your tongue.
It did.
All right.
It did.
You stopped me for that joke, not the GeoCities fucking joke. You stopped me for that joke. 2 reviews, 1 cup. That's a good joke. Whew, I'm revitalized. I'm still going to need another copy for the next movie. Because Reed is long and it doesn't have a lot of action in it. But I'm ready to knock this rest of this shit out.
It has a lot of emotional drama, though.
Yes, it does. And shit that didn't need to eat. Alright. Make sure you edit that part, though. Because I know I got loud. Oh, damn, if I had my DJ horn out. Oh, you know.
No worry, when I edited it, there's a thing in called a soft limiter, so you don't hear the peaks.
Okay. So, the virus gets out and sees that Ralph is insecure and 100% insecure, and so it starts duplicating that shit crazy all over the internet. Ralph finds a thing, and then Vanellope's walking through a dirty-ass subway. Again, it's the visuals of this movie. And she sees Ralph. She's like, Ralph, I told you to leave me alone. And then Ralph is a little specialer than usual.
There's
Ralph is dumber.
It's an almost like it's like a I don't know. You're right. There is no way to explain it. There's a bunch of slower Ralphs.
I don't know, like
and you know what? There is no way to explain it other than that.
Like, I work in mental health, and I'm very sensitive to shit, but I'm like, I can't explain it any other way.
Because that's the way they play it, and we're going to talk about how, especially a lot of things in the end of the film are really disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I'm not trying to be too PC about it, but this is a kind of problematic way to portray this villain.
Mm-hmm. As clingy, and so there's like more, and then she knows that something's wrong with the jig, and so she starts running.
But there's more Ralphs, and there's more Ralphs, and there's more Ralphs.
And then there's there's news on the internet that's telling us what's going on. It's like, oh, Ralph virus, and it's crashing the internet. And it's, this was Ralph breaks the internet. Oh, okay. All right.
See, it finally did happen. The prophecy has come to fruition.
You know what? Usually I laugh at it when they said it. Says the title name in the movie. Somebody could have said the title. The news lady could have said, it looks like Ralph is breaking the internet. And I was like, oh, thank you, title.
I like when you get the title sometimes. If you do it well enough,
that would have been great.
It's like making a half-court shot.
Exactly. When CNN showed the picture of somebody who laundered some money, but they found the laundered money in a washing machine.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
It wrote itself. Anyway.
So all the Ralphs accumulate and amalgamate to form one single giant Ralph, which looks disgusting.
And then when they zoomed in on it, it's just Ralphs crawling over each other.
It looks like when you have like a cup of mealworms that you're supposed to feed a lizard. It looks like that.
Oh, you do that. Yeah.
It looks disgusting.
It looks like when a bunch of snakes are having that snake orgy in the conduit for the blood orgy.
You know, in the business they call it a snorgy.
Oh, no, don't do that.
I did it already.
Yeah. Those are mine. Mixing two words in one.
I wasn't aware, like amongst the things that have been delineated in the show, that combining words was your thing.
That's my thing. I do that shit all the time.
You do it a lot.
Yeah.
I just wasn't aware that it was your thing.
I do it. You don't ever do that. I wouldn't say snorgy because a snorgy is a different thing. That's like snoring while at orgy. It sounds like something different.
I'll think about it. I'll think of a different way to combine like snake sex.
Yeah.
You're right. That's something I'm going to think about.
Yeah.
I'll call you about it later.
It's like a snake gangbang, a snang bang.
It's better.
Yeah.
It's better.
Anyway. Alright.
So this giant...
Which would again be on the dark web.
You're right.
We bring it back sometime.
So I'm just going to cut to the chase.
When we make money, we'd edit some of the show, so it wouldn't be this long. Some of these jokes would get cut out.
Well, someone else would edit the show.
Exactly.
If, you know...
Tom, whenever you're done with spying on the NSA, because I know this shit must be boring, especially since they assigned you to us, you can be our intern. I mean, you can be our... It's a paid gig. I'm saying.
Tom would have a great time.
Exactly.
He gets his culture. He can learn all about all the new black words.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure Tom's okay handsome. We'd get you some roids and you buff, and you'd have all the black chicks on you, Tom.
Be like Chris Evans.
Yeah. We'd get you a nice beard, a fade, bro. Razor line.
It'll change your life.
We just make you do black shit, and you just wouldn't say nigga.
I saw a white guy with a fade today, and I lined up. I was like,
and then would you get you only nice. Open face bottoms though, like only if you was like right here.
Maybe just the fangs.
No, fangs are fucking.
No,
you really
no,
want
no.
fangs, don't you?
I always did. I never got them.
Yeah.
Like,
I want slugs. My bad.
Ludacris made them look pretty cool. I still want to throw them bows, but
You know what? Yeah, Ludacris. That makes a lot of sense. I think, yeah, that makes, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Cause, yeah, alright, fine, yeah. Woo! Ludacris.
So I'm just going to skip to the part of the movie where the giant Ralphs have Penelope in hand and they're on top of the Google building a la King Kong.
What? You skipped it. We're there.
Oh, okay. So Ralph has hijacked a train and basically crashes it into the giant version of himself. He's like, "Give him back my friend." Ralph is then crushing himself to death. When Penelope says, "All right, got it. You win. I'll be your only friend. You got it." Then he lets Ralph go, and Ralph says, "You know what? I think I'm being too needy. Maybe I should stop being so clingy and let my friend chase her dreams." And then the virus is destroyed.
And the virus, like, oh shit, yeah. And that's how you kill the internet virus. Appeal to his insecurities to show him it's gonna be all right.
I didn't know that. I've been paying for antivirus software. It's not my damn.
No. Like, no, Trojan virus. Look here. Yes, your empire fell, but people will learn about you forever and your condom, which some people use. Not me.
Never change. So Ralph and Penelope say goodbye, and this movie made me had an emotion. I really had an emotion.
And so now Penelope only in Slaughter Race because she's new to DLC, and they probably charge $20 for her. The rest of the rest of the Sugar Rush are very polite to each other in their races. The game probably sucks now. And then Fix It Felix and Jane Lynch's character was like, "Oh, kids," because they reformed all 15 of the Sugar Rush girls, and it was like really good joke. It was like, "Oh, the secret of parenting is," and then cars drove by, so we didn't hear the secret of parenting.
I'm like, "Hey-oh, no one knows the secret of parenting
except for Jane Lynch and Fix It Felix." Ralph is lonelier now. But no, they say they have different Friday parties.
He develops some sort of a social life.
Yeah.
He has like a book club.
And he lies about reading the book. To the one mole guy.
Did you find that relatable?
No, I wouldn't join a fucking book club. There's other things to do. You guys have the internet now, like there's the dark web.
I find that comical because I really wanted to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
He's friends, and he's like, Penelope hasn't come back.
It's Cubert, by the way. Cubert.
Yeah, it's computer. Okay. Then she's gonna see everybody on, because it's an online game that stays on 24/7. And again, they have feelings and all this shit, but I guess they don't get tired.
They're like Kevin Gates, who I don't like, by the way.
It looks just like you. And you guys have the same political views.
Fuck you.
This views about eating booty. Oh, yeah, he's a militant nigga.
Not a fan.
You guys have the same number of bodies on y'all. He's trying to murder. I'm a gangster. I used to do a really good Kevin Gates. And
so they call each other on the phone. They see each other every couple months.
Yeah, whenever their game's getting updated, she comes home for Christmas.
That's kind of sad, I guess.
Yeah, it's very sad. This is not a good idea.
It's not Fix It. Felix like, "You okay, Ralph?" And he's like, "Not really."
But, yeah, I just know I can't let my insecurities out on other people. That's not their problem. Shit like that. I gotta keep that shit inside. Yeah, blow up eventually.
Yeah, that's what I learned is that I shouldn't talk about my problems and just pretend that it's okay.
And that he unlocked adulthood. You heard the achievement and shit like that. Movie sucked.
You called me right after I got out of this movie, like immediately after. Like it was really good timing. He's like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing? Just got a Wreck-It Ralph 2. What'd you think? It was trash, right?" He said, "I didn't want to tell you beforehand because I didn't want you to back out of seeing it." Which is pretty solid reasoning.
Yeah.
This movie was terrible. I laughed a few times. I almost didn't enjoy it on any level.
We've let each other off really bad movies. This wasn't really bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have called it off. But there's been a couple times where that phone call has been made.
Yeah.
Don't see this movie.
I forgot that one time you were actually in the movie. What movie was that? And I was like, nah, nigga. That shit's shitty. Don't go see that shit. And you were like, nigga, I'm here. Yeah, that was this year too. There was too much shit to think about. There's money's a thing, money's not a thing. Rouse had fucking issues. First of all, Finelli should want to be in that fucking game anyway. That game's hella fucking violent and shit like that. And I understand. Yeah, live your goddamn dreams. What the fuck ever. Shut the fuck up. This is your movie. You're a movie about sentient video games. Fuck you.
This movie should just stick to what the first one did and kind of up the ante. That's what sequels are supposed to do. Just have more of the characters from the original one. Mm-hmm. Add a couple new ones. Keep having like Ken and Ryu and other video game characters in there. Mm-hmm. That's what we came to see.
Mm-hmm. Y'all can do. I would more like y'all. So once you're doing a third one, y'all can do like the real movie where arcade doesn't exist anymore, and then what they're gonna fucking do. Cause that's some real shit. Cause arcades don't get for you anymore, and then you're gonna be in just some rich nerd's apartment, big ass house.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know.
Got anything else to wrap up?
Never wrap it up. Told you I'm not doing my thing anymore. Shout out to Ric Flair and Shannon Sharp.
Oh, okay. Well, it's different. It just kind of surprised me. Everybody, thanks for listening. Make sure you follow us on...
Oh, and friends of the show, Lexi Alexander. Long time listener.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, it's probably the truth.
Long time. Hey, one time that means long.
That's long enough.
She took out time out of her day. Not only to let me know I'm alive, all right, but that she listens to something I do. Fuck you. All
right. Alexi. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. Like us on Facebook, the Internet's newspaper. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and MySpace.
No, we're not gonna do the MySpace anymore.
I actually made one.
You just don't.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's only.
Okay, don't follow us on MySpace. That was a joke. But you can probably tell by the inflection or lack of inflection.
I read of people. All right, I'll tell y'all there.
Okay. 2 up, 2 down.